Good morning, class, and it's college day today, so I am wearing my Mankato State t-shirt for college day. Go Mavericks! It's the Mankato State Mavericks. That's where I graduated from. That's your goal. Your goal is to go to college and graduate from college. So let's start with some learning today. Today we're going to talk about metric units of measurement and what metrics are. Now, last week we talked about customary units of measurement. Customary units of measurement are the measurements that we measure here in the United States, like inches, feet, miles, yards. Okay, those are customary units of measurement. Metric units of measurement is what the rest of the world uses. So United States is very unique in they use customary units of measurement, and the United States, the rest of the world, uses metric. Metric is supposed to be easier, and we were once going to train to switch to the metric unit, but because of cost and because of people are just kind of stubborn and they don't want change, we'll probably never change to the metric unit. We'll always stay with the customary unit. So that way, United States is very unique. But when you go to Mexico, when you go to Europe, Australia, China, anywhere else you would travel in the world, you would see the metric system. So if some of you have traveled to Mexico or traveled to Canada, okay, you might be familiar with the metric system. Okay, a metric unit is simply using the measurement that the rest of the world uses. Okay, and we're going to talk about that this week. So you'll learn more about the metric unit of measurement if you don't know about it. One of the words I've been using for the past week, and I don't think I defined it. So it's convert or conversions. Okay, what that means is it changes from one unit of measurement to the other. So it's changing from one form of measurement to another. So for example, last week we changed from inches to feet. Okay, and that is a conversion, or that's converting inches into feet. Okay, and we're going to do some more of that this week, and that's very important because in 5th grade, that's what you need to know how to do. You need to know how to convert those measurements from one to another. Today, we're talking about metric units of length. So we're going to start out with units of length again, metric units of length. The first one is a millimeter, and I brought some rulers here. Now, it's really tough to see, and I'm going to see if you can see that. But if you see on this ruler, it says mm. And it says those little marks, each of those little tiny marks is a millimeter. Okay, that's a millimeter. So millimeters about the thinness of a dime. If you go and ask your parents or go in your piggy bank and get out a dime and see how thick that is 1 millimeter. So that's very, very small unit of measurement. The next one is a centimeter. Now, where this little 1 is, from here to here, from where my finger is to where I just put my finger here, that is 1 centimeter. So a centimeter is still a very small unit of measurement, but it's 10 times larger than a millimeter. Okay, there's actually 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. Okay, and I have that right here. 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. So you have millimeters and you have centimeters. The next unit of measurement that we're going to talk about is a meter. Now, this is close to a meter stick. This is a yardstick, but this is close to a meter stick. A meter stick is actually 3 inches longer. So this is a yardstick. If we were in England or Germany or Mexico, they would have meter sticks, and they're actually 3 inches longer. Okay, so they're 39 inches. There's 39 inches in a meter. There's 36 inches in a yard. Okay, this is a yardstick, but it's almost the size of a meter stick. Just 3 more inches. Okay, and there's 100 centimeters, so those little centimeters right here, so if you put 100 together, that would make 1 full meter. So there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. And then you get to the longest unit of measurement in the metric system, and that's called a kilometer or a kilometer. Okay, some people say a kilometer, some people say kilometer, and there's 1,000 meters. So imagine that, 39 inches, 1,000 of these put laid down side by side, and that would be 1 kilometer. Okay, and one of the things I noticed when I was traveling to Mexico a few years back, that they don't have miles per hour for speed limit. So I was looking for the miles per hour as we were in a taxi and we were going to our next destination. They don't have miles per hour. They have kilometers per hour. Okay, so it's a little different. A kilometer comparison to a mile is a little bit longer than a mile. Okay, just a little bit longer than a mile. So imagine a mile and then just a little more onto that. Okay, so these are the units of measurement that we're going to be learning about today, and some of your activities will be about. And you'll again be converting or making conversions from one to the other. If you want to write these down, just pause the video and you can write those down. I've also embedded a little clip of the measurement chart, because I know a lot of that you don't have that at home. So you can look at that measurement chart and that'll help you make those conversions. Okay, that'll help you make those conversions from one unit to the next. Okay. Again, when we're making conversions, when you're going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. So for example, okay, a bigger unit would be meters. Okay, meter is, remember, 39 inches is a meter. Okay, that's 1 meter. And if you're going to a millimeter, which is very small, that's the size of a dime. Okay, the width of a dime, sorry, the thickness of a dime. So that's even really small. So bigger to smaller, you're going to multiply. You're going to multiply those. And then when you're going from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, say you're going from centimeters and you're going to kilometers, you're going to divide those. You're going to divide, okay? So when you're doing your conversions, this is the rule to remember. Whenever you're doing any conversions, whether it be customary or metric, this is the rule you want to go by. Bigger to smaller, you multiply. Smaller to bigger, you divide. All right, I'll be looking forward to seeing your work. Bye for now. Bye, guys. Bye. Have a good day.